And 2014 Missouri Track Cross Country Coaches Association Clinic with Ron Aldridge, after his induction into the Hall of Fame, and longtime coach at Clinton. And tell me what the experience was like getting up there and giving the speech.
I was really humbled. You know, all these amazing coaches are here, and I'm just happy to be considered to be one of the group.
Sure,
you know, it's just wonderful.
When you look back, where at what point in your life did you decide that you wanted to be coaching?
I was very young. You know, as I said in my speech, you know, my father was killed 4 months before I was born.
Right.
And I really didn't have that father influence, and I really looked to my coaches as a father figure.
Sure.
And I think when I grew up, you know, I wanted to be like them.
Yeah.
And that's what led me into coaching in the first place.
Right. And as you look back through 30-some years and still going, what give me just one or two of the biggest memories that pop out? I know there's too many to. It's hard to single out, but just one or two to share with most favorite or most proud moment, or.
Well, probably the proudest thing that is to be able to coach my son for one thing. You know, through his high school career. We've had several athletes come out of there that have gone on to major colleges.
Yeah.
And it's a great feeling to have those people come back to you and talk to you, and thank you for what you've been able to contribute to their lives. I had Carla Cassee-Soul, who was a state championship triple jumper for me. She came up tonight, and she's also a coach at Ruskin High School.
Oh, okay.
So she's kind of followed in my footsteps, and it makes you proud to have an athlete do something like that.
How does that make you feel, having her and family and friends here to see you get such a big honor?
It's the greatest feeling in the world. You know, it's something I never anticipated ever happening in my lifetime, and I'm just so humbled by having it.
Yeah. What and talk to me a little bit about getting into officiating and how that's become a big thing. I think I'm worried for the sport, for the future of the sport, because I feel like younger people my age, we're not getting into the officiating part, and we've got too many great young old guys that are later into their careers that are getting into it. Tell me what led you, and what's the joys and the benefits you get out of that.
Well, when I first retired, I got out of it, and it didn't take long to figure out I wasn't ready to quit working with kids.
Sure.
So the best thing I could do is I got a job as assistant director of Parks and Recreation, and I set up several track programs through that, and also started working as a track official just so I could stay involved with track and field.
Yeah.
And then also as working as a volunteer coach. Once I started doing that after my second retirement, then I started volunteering to coach.
Well, what's been the most? And you said during your speech almost addicted to this coaching, and what's your favorite part about that? Is that the challenge of working with young athletes to reach a certain goal, or is it the joy of seeing them achieve those goals, or what's your favorite part, Ben?
When I started coaching, one of the first things I did was put in a lettering system, and that lettering system made it possible for kids that maybe not even participate in a varsity meet had a chance to still letter.
Yeah.
And they did that through setting goals. Their goal in the 100-meter dash might have been 11 seconds, but it's something that they were able to achieve and move on from that point. And I've had a lot of people since then come up to me and say, thank you for doing that, because it gave me something to look forward to.
Sure.
And that's probably the greatest feeling I've ever had, is having those kids that maybe aren't the elite athletes, but still enjoyed the sport because of being able to compete.
Right. Well, with all your years of success and knowledge and wisdom, what would be the biggest piece of advice that you give a young coach?
Stick with it. If you want to have fun, be a coach, and make sure, for one thing, that you treat your kids right. If you treat them right, they'll treat you right, and you'll all be a success story.
Yeah. Well, it was fun to hear your speech tonight, Coach, and I congratulate you on the big honor, and wish your best wishes going forward, and we'll see how much longer you can how much longer the addictive coaching bug has you. So Keep up the good work.
You know, I've been a coach, I am a coach, and I'll probably die a coach.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's to the benefit of many. So appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the time.